Good evening and welcome to the Immersive Experience. I'm your guide, Desi Lou, and today I've titled this Conversation in Translation because obviously my mind has really been all over the place, really. I don't, so I didn't really have a topic or anything that I was thinking about talking about or anything like that. Later on, we'll have somebody join us, and you guys know who it is. Of course, it's my mom. No, it's the only person I like these days. I think I've been going through a lot of shit, right? So, if we take it in perspective of mentally, I think that staying strong mentally it's a big thing, right? It's huge for me because a lot of times I meet so many people who I would deem weak minded. And I think running into people these days, it's easier for me to always associate with, oh my gosh, like, I'm tired of people. Because I get tired of people, right? Like, I like being by myself. So people frustrate me, they frustrate the fuck out of me. So being able to be alone is something that I need. It's something that I can take the time to myself. I could process myself, and it's necessary. It is so necessary because a lot of times I don't process anything that I go through. I just go through it, right? So it's kind of like, and I think a lot of us are like that though. I think that a lot of things that we go through in life, we just go through them. And even in the bad, what things are teaching me now that even mentally, when I'm having bad mental days or when I'm having days where I just don't feel like it, process it. Process your shit. It's a lot of things, which is why I made the status this morning that women need to practice shutting the fuck up. And it's not, and I wasn't saying it to like, yes, I was. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. We need to learn to shut the fuck up. I think that we forget how much power is in silence. And a lot of people, they just talk. You just talk. I'm a person, I like to hear myself talk. So I'm going to talk. I'm going to just talk. And 9 times out of 10, I got to tell myself, like, Desiree, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're talking too much, girl. Shut up. And it's easy to just get to talking and it's easy to put things out there. But when you stop for a moment and you shut the fuck up, so much shit makes sense. The way you process your thoughts, the way you process what you've been through, the way that you process different things, a lot of things make sense. And you're going back over things. And this is how you find out how you missed the red flags and all. I missed the red flags simply because I didn't stop. I didn't process. I just went through the shit, right? And because that's what we do. We just go through shit. So I really had to stop. I had to process. I had to take a moment where I was kind of like, bitch, you better breathe. Breathe. One of those moments, take a deep breath. That's when you have your best light bulb moments, for real. Just understanding yourself. I'm big on that. I hate people who come out. Hate is a bad word. It's such a strong word. I hate people who try to tell me about me. If you wholeheartedly know something about me and it's real and it's something like I could understand it, and it's kind of like, oh, I get that. I can see where you're coming from. But if you're like, you're far-fetched, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? One thing I think I battle the most is, like I say, I give. Like, I am a giver. I'm a giver from the bottom of my heart. Like, but as a woman, I know I'm a receiver, right? Now, give to me. No. But I give. I give a lot. And I think it's something that I'm understanding about myself is this. A lot of times we have people who are put into our path and they try and it's trying to help us along to learn who we are, what we could encounter. It's a lot of people a lot of times where we'll say, well, I'm gonna take advice from a person who don't got a lot of shit from me. And I'll be feeling like that sometimes because it's people who are trying to teach me about respect, but like, bro, you get disrespected every single fucking day. What the fuck? What you need to teach me is about patience, right? But there's a lot of things that I have internalized about things where people, they preach at me. They preach a lot. And, it's kind of like, bitch, you not practicing what you preaching. I got a problem with that. So don't talk to me. And that's really where I be coming from, because you're not practicing what you preach. It's not because I think that you below me. I think that you do. And the advice could very well be good, but like, especially if we friends, I know. How you gonna think, how I need to think more of myself when you don't think nothing of yourself? My friend been telling me, think more of yourself, think more of yourself. It's really one of those things where you have to really stop and process. What Viola Davis said was that to have worth, all you gotta do is be born. That's it. All you gotta do is be born. Then you just gotta step into it, stand into it. Come on, girl. You gotta get real close, obviously, so you could be in the camera. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. I was just saying that a lot of times that we don't take the time to process the things that we go through, how we go through things, how we go through changes. Right. We just go through it.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times it's good to stop. It's good to slow down and process what you're going through. Translate what you've been through.
Right.
So that you can get to what's up time in your life that you weren't doing a lot of processing, just a lot of moving.
Well, just life in general. I mean, when I was pushing out 5 kids, 1 year after another, I didn't have time to, that's the truth.
It is.
I didn't have
to. You got to 3 year gap between me and
but for the most part, I just didn't get that chance to just breathe, and because motherhood was just so moving fast, and some of the stuff I still don't even remember, because having 5 kids in a matter of what?
You had your first kid at 23 and your last kid at 29.
I had 21. I was 21. I had my first kid. 21, 22, 23. And then I had a gap. And I never took time to just even really process life, because everything was just moving so fast. And then I think it made a difference when, you really don't have people to teach you.
Yeah.
To say some things, that mother in the community. Well, I did have some, but when I really got into that point in life, I didn't really have that. So I just navigated my way through life the best way that I knew, and that's the time in my life that I didn't get a chance to breathe or take a chance. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It didn't come until later in life. I did make some strides. I went to college and being a single parent, and I did finally graduate after 7 years, getting an associate's degree, right? That show you how busy I was. Okay, but I did get it. And I had some very proud moments, but I don't even think I took a chance to just breathe, in those moments. Yeah.
What do you think? What are some valuable lessons that you missed not processing your life while it was happening?
Well, valuable lessons that I know that I missed is that, stuff piles up on you. Mm-hmm. And, situations become very like, wow, that's what they become like. And you get stressed, you get bored, you get anxiety, all kind of things start happening, in your life. And you just have to take time to, cipher through it. Because if you don't, we're putting our soul in danger to get caught up in other stuff that we'll regret.
How do you feel about taking advice from people who are not doing what they're telling you to do?
I mean, all advice is not bad advice.
Yeah, but
it,
if they your close friend and then they trying to give you advice about something, but they don't take it, how that make you feel? Or if it's you trying to give me advice about something, or your mama, and you see your mama every single day. It was easy for me to take advice from you because you you was like living it. It was easy to see somebody in the lifestyle opposed to, and it's not to say that you could be a person that ain't about nothing, but can have a whole bunch of knowledge about something.
Right.
But I think to consistently beat me down about it, but you can't get your own shit fixed. I got a problem with that.
Right. Oh, I am seasoned now in my age, and I just don't have time for brain fighting. And so if a person is saying, yeah, I don't have time for brain fighting. So if a person say this or they say that or whatever, and they don't do it, it's give it back to their responsibility. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to put you down. I'm not going to say blah, blah, woo, everybody, when I look at my own self, I am a person who is in need of always, not so much as redefining myself, but always evaluating myself. And so, I don't, if the person is trying to give good advice, they probably mean well at that time. And if they're not taking it, for themselves,
but if they keep beating you upside the head with it,
you leave them alone.
So I could walk away.
You can walk away.
Okay.
You can walk away, or you could say, I don't like this conversation right here. Let's talk about something else. And I see that look on your face, but there's always
walking away is just always.
There's always so many things that you can do.
Walk away.
You could choose to walk away.
People get on my nerves.
Yeah, and so that's when the practice of patience come into your life.
Walking away is a practice of patience,
and it's not going to hurt because it's
not going to hurt me.
You can agree to disagree. And that's what I say. You can agree to disagree. Like I say, I have walking in my wisdom now, and
I ain't walking in.
When I was younger, I had a whole different perspective on life, because I always wanted to help and give and just do, and she know it. I just wanted to do that, but in the interim of it, I got walked on because my kindness was taken for weakness, and I didn't know how I didn't know how to correct it, because I'm thinking that I should be humbled, and
nobody gave you advice on how to correct it.
No.
You didn't have Here's the thing, because I feel like a lot of times we say, it's like if I get into a relationship right now, and I'm with this guy, and he could say something slick out the way. I can see how he treat everybody else. I can see how he treated his baby mamas. I can see there are a lot of things that you can see, and you know what you need to do to rectify the situation.
Right.
I really believe the most crucial moment is applying the knowledge that you have to rectify the situation. I don't think it's ever a thing where we don't know.
I disagree.
When is a time where you wholeheartedly just didn't know?
There's been some times when
like what?
When I just didn't know. I can't bring up a time right now.
A time where you called something, or you chose to stay with somebody and you didn't see anything. You didn't see any red flags. You didn't see nothing.
I mean, I see.
What was the first time where you think where a person made you uncomfortable as a person, and you decided, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna fight this battle. I'm just gonna let it go.
I did do that one time,
and it just boils out of control. It just roll. And I feel like a lot of times we have a lot of those moments, and we just let shit. I think in the Black community, we got a bad habit of sweeping shit under the rug.
True that.
So in turn, with us sweeping shit under the rug, it's easier for us to just be like, oh yeah, well, I did see that. But I think a lot of people get so offended by their friends, by parents, by siblings, whatever the case may be, close people to them, because it's really a thing of, bitch, you knew me.
Right.
So I think a lot of people are shocked when it's like, oh, but I didn't think you would do it to me.
Like I had an incident today.
Yeah.
I actually had to stand up for myself because usually I don't same face people easily, But this lady just was, I think she was just mean-hearted toward me. And I told her, I said,
put some respect on.
I said, you're wrong. I said, you're gonna have to put some respect on my name. And when I say stuff like that, I know the journey and the road that I have traveled. And I recall some incidents to her where she made me feel bad. But then, and see, when you same face a person and they don't expect it, it was a surprise to her. And then she's like, oh, no, I didn't mean that. That was a joke. No, you're lying. That was not a joke. You meant what you said. And I told her I didn't like that. And I was like, in my heart, I know that I really worked hard to get to where I am. And I'm a boss lady. I run a cleaning company and with added services to it that's called Lucas Enterprise. And then she tried to belittle me on some things. And I'm like, no. You're not going to come up. You're not going to try to embarrass me in front of my employees. You're not going to try to talk down. I don't even know where she get it from. When I'm just like, oh, yes, ma'am. Hey, yeah. No.
But if you would have did it sooner, then she would have known, like, not to play with you.
Yeah, but then
it's a lot of things, like a lot of times. That's what I be telling people, like, even I tell you, like, to me, it's a thing where people always see you in a serving mode, and they be thinking like, oh, that's a servant. Bitch, real life, I'm a fucking giant. I will step on you, bitch.
Really?
Like, whole life. Like, my biggest fear has always been the exact saying. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's a lot of things that I know that I'm capable of. And it's easy to just, let me turn this down real quick because I don't want to step on your shine.
I know, right?
And so for me, it was hard breaking through that barrier of, oh, serving, just, you want some water? Lemonade. Like, silly, like when Mr. handed her back the lemonade, like, not cold enough. Bitch, get up and make it cold enough then, nigga. Because what you want me to do? And the bitch didn't come back with no ice or nothing. I don't know how she made the lemonade colder. What she do, spin it? I have no idea. I don't know. Like, she left, came back, and I really feel like it's a thing where if here's how I feel. With a lot of relationships that I have, I always have to do the walking. I don't make anybody else do the walking.
Right.
I would go to a person every single fucking time, and I fuck myself up every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Because I'm consistently walking to you. Mm-hmm. So the moment I refuse to walk to you, now you have a temper tantrum.
Now you got a problem.
Exactly. Because what? Bitch, I've been accommodating you this whole time. What are you talking about? Right. Are you stupid?
I know, right?
That shit hurt.
It hurts bad.
A lot of people be misconstrued in they feelings. For me, I don't have to.
Feelings do lie. Feelings tell emotions. Tell a lot of lies.
They do. But if you sure yourself, like I kept telling y'all, like, I'm not mad. I'm hurt. It just come out as anger because of the passion that's behind it. But like a lot of times, and that's why I say it's important to scour yourself. Get to know yourself,
and that's really important, because when you do that, I read a scripture in the Bible where it says about how we have to walk in confidence, wax cold confidence, and that's what it says. Wax cold confidence. And that means I have to be stable. I have to believe in what I'm doing. I have to not, give up no matter what nobody say. I have to trust in the vision and dream that's inside of me. And I have to walk in confidence, because a lot of times people walk in low self-esteem or low self-worth, and they have a problem of picking themselves up. But you pick yourself up every day and you keep it moving. Stop and cry, wipe your tears, do what you got to do, but you got something to do, because your purpose here on earth is not a void. Period.
I remember telling you this morning about the incident that you instilled a lot of confidence in me. I just know for a fact, like, it don't. And it's other people who came along and reinforced what you had already instilled. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's a lot of times where I told you this morning, where you had told me, like, you remember I was the first person to tell you you're beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean that's something that stuck with me. So a lot of niggas can't just come talk to me. Boy,
Right,
who you think you're talking to, nigga? No, I'm good. Thank you.
Already.
That's how I became the person I am. Cause I be like, I ain't no desperate fat bitch. I'm just fat. Just don't put the desperate on the front of it.
Right.
Just fat. Just that's it.
You gotta be like Black Op. You gotta specialize.
Okay.
You gotta specialize in yourself.
You do.
You gotta know what you bringing to the table.
You hear me?
And you can't let nobody tell you what you not bringing to the table. You know, you got to be a Black Op about yourself. I mean, you got to go into boot camp about yourself. Because I'm going to tell you something. Letting go of some of these things that we thought that was the glue that kept us together, you know, and then when you really figure it out, you be like, dang, now I got to re-strategize. Now I got to pull myself together. Even if it's some things that's coming from your past, you know, or where you was raised up or how your mama raised you. How, you know, for sometimes you got to take some of those things and say, that's not my ideology. That's not what I think. And you got to start, you know, I do everything in Christ Jesus. At least I try to. I'm not perfect, but I try. But then you got to start thinking about who you really are. Because if you don't, you will miss your giant. You will miss. You got to be like David, who was in the Bible. He had a sling and he wasn't scared of that giant. He had boom, you know, and he knocked it out with a rock. Yeah. A big old giant. He like, you know. But he took that giant out with a small rock in faith. And so, you know, no matter what you're going through today, you know, you might be hungry, you may be homeless, you may be doubtful, you may be going through a depression, you may be going through some things, you know, that you don't even, it's like, I don't like it and I don't want to go through it. But I tell you what, if you keep on working through it, it's going to all work out. I guarantee you. You got to keep going.
But keep going through it and processing it.
Yeah, you gotta process it.
You're not processing.
Don't let it build up on top of you because you piled it up. You piled it up inside of you before you know it. An explosion comes at the end,
and there go the casualties.
And you don't. Right, and you don't know how the explosion is gonna come. And the explosion can come in self-hurt. It can come in self-medication through drugs and alcohol. It can come through sexual abuse in yourself. It can come in so many different ways.
Now, what's sexual abuse in yourself? Because
you know, when you just start giving your body to everybody and don't care. I may not be saying it right.
Poem was about no.
I may not be saying it right.
Sexual abuse. I was curious.
Sexual abuse to yourself, you know, you just like, oh, forget it. You know,
you talking about masturbation here?
No, we're not talking about masturbation.
That's why I asked. That's where my.
No, we're not talking about masturbation. We're talking about, you know, having sex with everybody and then mess around and end up with some kind of venereal disease you can't get rid of.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Because people do that, you know, especially if they're coping with, alcohol, drugs. It used to be my thing, and so I could talk about it with wax cold confident. You know, I could talk about it, and I know how it destroys people's lives. You know, and so you know you got to take care of yourself. And if you got a family, you know, them kids is looking at you. They looking at you, and when you go through, they go through. But this one thing I do know. When you get straight, they get straight too.
You think parents really be teaching their kids? Because I feel like too many of their kids getting beat up these days.
Beat up like how?
Like, because their kids disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in people's houses.
You think it's like TV? You think it's
I think
a parent just not reinforcing shit? Like,
I tell you what, I work in the school district,
right?
And I see them kids come to school, they be ready to fight. I work with 3 and 4 years old, and they will cuss you out. They will tell you some things. They will roll their eyes, and but it's really important that the parent teaches the child. You know, take away. Okay, this L stands for Mama Lucas, and take away the iPad and take away some of these, what you call it, computer things.
Electronics.
Electronics.
Let's go there.
Yeah, electronics. Oh my gosh, especially those games with all the killing boom boom on it. I mean, these kids, they're internalizing this stuff, and that's for real. And take away from that and take them out, on a nature walk, or just take some time away from
Parents
them.
don't have time like
they
that.
do have time.
They don't
make
the time then.
They have to.
Because you thinking we at home. Let's think of it from a generational standpoint, right? Because now you're at home with your kids all the fucking time. Especially if you work from home job, you're always at home. You're always doing something. A lot of people are entrepreneurs now. So and not only do they have, it's like they juggle a lot of things on their plate. And so I think for a lot of people, it's more like time management.
I think 15 to 20 minutes a day to spend a little time with your kids. If you can't go out, to the park or whatever, you can always put something beautiful on TV.
Not even that, just having a conversation with
15
to 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, have dinner at
being
home.
Intimate with your child, and making sure that you have those moments.
Cuddle up on the sofa.
Read a book together.
Oh my gosh,
there's like a lot of things that you
and be animated about it.
Yeah.
I'm just such an animated person, even as an adult. I'm still like that,
Nathan,
but,
dramatic.
And so, take some time out, because the kids are the next generation, and they're going to bring up the torch. And how they bring up the torch is how you pass it down to them.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
Yeah.
Thank God for good torch passing.
You got to pass that
anger
torch.
issues.
Yeah. Well,
where my anger issues come from? You wasn't that angry.
That came from her daddy.
Well, he wasn't that.
He was angry though. He's still angry to this day.
That don't got nothing to do with me. I still don't. We don't talk like that.
I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
You don't have anger issues to me. I mean, she might got them, but I don't know where you get. She could still be angry with me. I don't know.
Angry with you for what?
I don't know.
No.
You
the last person I'll be angry. I'll be angry with a whole bunch of people. I ain't mad. I don't got time to be mad. I'm talking about early in life. I don't got no
my gosh. I guess you're just proving the point. She was respectful. I can say she did not disrespect me in any area. But when it came down to other people, Desiree didn't give a damn. She wasn't disrespectful to her teachers either, not that I know of.
I
But
was a smart ass.
Yeah, but it was the other kids, And I know Desiree tells a story all the time. I know how to do hair. I'm a natural hairdresser, especially with braids and however way I put it. I know I was putting in weave when I was
putting mushrooms in my head first of all.
What?
Did she have this thing? It's just so thick. It's so pretty. And she wanted to curl it and tuck it under and make me look like the little mushroom off of Mario.
That was the Ike.
I don't look like that. What is that?
Oh my gosh, but no, I had other ideas for her hair. But she just was going for it. I always put a weave on it. Yeah, because she wanted to be talking. So that was the next best thing. But she was running around with her hair nappy. Yeah. I mean, and I was like, Desiree, well, just let me comment. No, Mama, I'm not. I was like, okay, it's fine. You do what you want to do with your hair, girl. I'm not going to touch your hair. Forget you did. But she.
Now I ask her to braid my hair. It's like pulling teeth.
She's too old.
Braid my hair, lady.
Yeah.
Braid this.
This was the best part of my life, was raising my children, and I'll say that all the time. We had a lot of big hills, and a lot of big bumps, as parenting and motherhood, and but we had some exciting times at college graduation. Dominique's debutante, Devon graduating, Devon being the star player in football, and we had some Denise graduated, and all of my kids went to college, but they didn't graduate from college. But what I'm saying, everybody did go to college.
Yeah, but
even if
all of them didn't graduate. but
I mean, all of them. Yeah, but 2 did.
oh, okay. I was gonna say no, baby, wait.
2 did. I had 1 with a bachelor's. I got 2 with a bachelor's. You know, but I'm saying this to say when you turn your life over and start making changes, and that's when your kids will see the thing and they'll pick it up too. But you know, just stay focused. You know, pray, talk to God. That's what I did. And what's this talk show about? Open conversation, right?
Conversations in translation. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it translates to. Open
Yeah.
conversation. Talk
Yeah.
about anything, goddamn
We're
it.
just talking about it, you know,
As
and
it comes up, just pull it out your ass.
yep, okay.
Oh, I'm probably sure you don't have anything back there.
Yeah.
However,
This whatever she just said, you know.
yeah, whatever I just said. It made sense.
But I do got something back there though.
What you got back
I got a butt.
there? You? What?
Oh. Okay, but didn't she say it like that? No.
Anyways, I appreciate you all for tuning into the immersive experience tonight. Thank you guys so much.
I know.
So, did you have any closing remarks?
Yes, I do. Please stay focused and do the best that you can do, and don't give up. If you're broke and you don't have a job, don't be all stuck up and say, I ain't gonna go work here, I ain't gonna go work there. The only way you're gonna get some money in your pocket is that if you go and get a job. It doesn't make a difference if it's at McDonald's, Burger King, Church Chicken, fast food, because they paying good now.
The cost of living done went up. What you call paying
But that's
good?
okay. They still got
That ain't
pay
paying
bills.
good. $18 is not good no more.
Well, it's better than what a lot of people are making.
The price of living. They talking about how if we don't get a new budget by the first, we can't even pay our debt. $31 trillion.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. But find your happy spot.
Listen, if you on Social Security or Medicaid, pray. No, I don't know. What the fuck?
Not
But
Medicaid, Medicare.
Whatever. If you owe.
But if you're receiving, you know, food stamps and Medicaid is very important.
What's Medicare?
Medicare is for people that's 65 and over. Medicaid is for
That's the
families.
Obamacare?
Yeah, no, it's not the
That's
Obamacare.
something different.
Obamacare is insurance. Oh yeah, and if you don't have insurance, I'm a life insurance agent. If you need some insurance, I'm just throwing this plug in. If you need some life insurance for you and your family, please hit me up.
Get him your information. I don't know what you're gonna look at me for.
Okay, my number is 512-792-1067. And you can give me a call and I can give you a quick quote for you and your family, because that's really important nowadays too. Everybody,
Or your Facebook?
yeah, you hit me up on my Facebook too.
Do you have an Instagram as well?
I don't have an Instagram.
Oh, you don't.
I probably do, but I just don't know it.
You should figure it out.
Yeah. But anyway, I gave you my number, 512-792-1067. I can hook you up if you're in the Illinois, Florida, and Texas area. I'm licensed in those areas, so hit me up and I can help you.
All right. Well, it's been amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the immersive experience tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good one.